what are the functions in which you've served? And I knew you was in quality, I knew you was in buying, I knew you was in TQC, in manufacturing. He's actually across the gamut of the manufacturing business. He's been in all processes and has a very deep and abiding interest in quality. He's been an outstanding colleague of mine for 35 years, and therefore it is indeed a very great pleasure to release his book. His book, I think, is a very lucid. I think the beauty of the book is in its simplicity, ease of understanding, and truly reflects his own experience and practice. It's not a theoretical book. It's a book really based on a deep understanding, conviction, and practice of TQM that he has done for 25 years, as Chinu said. He started in 1989. He started in 87, but really we started in 89 with the first visit of the Japanese Professor Kurahara to our company, and then went on from strength to strength. And I'm happy Kaniyappan is here today because that is the business where we started the implementation of TQM, and I would still consider it probably the most outstanding component company in India and one of the most outstanding practitioners of TQM in India. TQM fundamentally revolves around all aspects of doing business. TQM is not about quality in the traditional sense. I like the quality of this product. Quality itself, in the early days, did not have a very clear definition. Quality, as some people put it, is fit for purpose. Does it work for the purpose? Somebody then says quality is adherence to standards. And some people say quality is reliability and durability. And quality is customer delight. So what is quality? Quality has many shades of meaning. But I think the most important aspect is there are different aspects. When you talk about quality at the time of design, you really have a different definition. When you look at quality in terms of manufacturing, either at your supplier's end or at your own factory, it has a different connotation. And in sales and service, yet another connotation. So quality has to be defined holistically, and unless you have a standard balanced scorecard or a radar chart, you really cannot define quality in all its aspects. It's a three-dimensional object and not a single-dimensional object. But to achieve that kind of quality, you require employee involvement. Unless everybody in the company is involved in serving the customer to the best possible extent and delighting him, quality cannot be built. That is the foundation in all our companies. We have this temple of quality. The foundation is total employee involvement. The next tier is continuous improvement in that what you do. Because if you don't keep the creative tension of continuous improvement, slack will build up and you will sink again. And you have standardization and continuous improvement as the next layer of the quality building. Then you have the 5 pillars. We start with policy deployment, which is, in the ordinary parlance, really creating the annual operating plan. And that is the fundamental reason why we are in business, is to sell more, make more money, and we do that by satisfying customers, by providing quality products and services. So the first is policy deployment. And then you have the various aspects of task forces, team building, the whole thing, and then you have the whole structure of TQM. But standardization, as you improve, becomes important, and the SDCA is a very, very important thing to retain what standards and what quality you do. TQM has, again, like quality, many definitions. I have Six Sigma practitioners, I'm like, I tell you, TQM is only about slow, gradual improvement. But anybody who is here from Kaniyappan, Mohan Krishnan, and all Parthasarthi, all the career cases, we know that TQM is about breakthroughs at one level for the top management. Top management TQC is about breakthrough. Middle management TQC about significant improvement. And the bottom management is about continuous improvement and retaining improvements made. So TQM is not just about slow improvement. It is about profit, it's about market share, it's about way we do things, and it's ultimately a huge transformation exercise for rebuilding a company or building a company from fresh. Many of us, including in Japan, had to rebuild the company, and that's what TQM came into play. Because in a traditional company, you have silos, you don't have cross-functional working, you don't have standards, everything goes on concession, and ultimately quality suffers. The other aspect, short, I'd like to spend just 1 minute on, is there used to be an American thing which talked about the cost of quality, which talks about what is the, what function is it called to this? Quality function. I can't recall the name. But anyway, where if you look at it, how much waste are you creating by doing poor quality? So the simplest aspect of Japanese management is if you reduce quality defects to zero, you don't have to measure it. Don't add waste of measurement to waste of effort. So instead of measuring your waste, it's much better to prevent waste and not measure it. You bring waste to zero, you have 95% utilization, you have TQM, zero defect production, there's no reason to measure cost of poor quality. I think that's a very fundamental principle, which still I find, except for those who have worked with these Japanese processes and deeply believe in it, come back and say, our government saying, don't you have to measure what's bad quality. So this is a very holistic practice. It is like Zen, it is like yoga, it is about a complete oneness with quality, oneness with the customer to serve him best and achieve market share. So this is our practice, and I'm really very pleased that not only Mona Krishnan but all his colleagues who worked with him in building this quality system, Satya, I see all the faces here, Raghu, and it is really very, very heartwarming to see that all the people who helped work and build TQM in India are here today, and it is really very heartening as well that Chino, with whom we had started with Productivity Press, which he was marketing in India, and was one of his early customers, really branched off into publishing on quality, created a niche, and I'm very delighted that he's publishing this book today. I wish Mona Krishnan all the best. My congratulations for bringing out such an outstanding book, and to Chino for coming forward and publishing. Thank you very much.